All right, Hubert Lee, here we are.
Mr.
AI
Ridgely, Mr.
Mastermind.
Ridgely.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
welcome to the Mastermind. We are now officially back in the let's buckle down and get back to work. Summer is over mode.
And, I wish
I
somebody
wish
would get
somebody
the
would get the
message
message.
about that around here because it's still like 97 degrees outside. And I'm like really over it, kind of. Anyway, no complaints. We're just moaning a little bit. So, how's your house?
Oh, it's it's
Sure,
it's
everybody wants
nice.
to know.
It's nice and dry. It's nice and dry. Thanks for the well wishes, everybody. It's actually nice not having a carpet down in the basement. So I live in an older house, and yes, I had to pull wall to wall carpet. And I don't know about you guys, but around here, like all my neighbors have the nice hardwood floors, and I still have the old wall-to-wall carpeting. And oh boy, when that stuff gets wet, it's a horror show originally.
Art says it's 110 in Phoenix. Yeah, I'm with you, brother. All right, man. I know we got some very cool stuff going on today. Have some people visiting, which is great. Do some work with Mike, who's done a bunch of work since last week. I'm looking forward to that
Yes,
also.
very impressive. And folks, um, he's promised to he's promised to actually kind of reveal his workflow and his thinking through how he went from product idea or how he went from the intention to moving quickly. So that's going to be awesome. But Richard, I just wanted to also mention to some people, and this has to do with setting up our tools and getting the API key working properly from OpenAI. And I promise if you're still confused after what I'm about to say, which is going to be confusing, I will have a one-on-one with all of you to get it all straightened out, and you can show me on your screen where you're stuck and so forth. But conceptually, let's understand how an API key works. So an API key is simply, in our case, our tools use the OpenAI key. And so this has actually nothing to do, the key and the account to get the key actually has nothing to do with your account that you have if you use ChatGPT Plus. Okay. It does have something to do in it that typically it's also you use the same login and so forth. But the idea is this, and this is actually I've had several people say it wasn't working for them. And then I pointed out some instructions, and I'll again send you the detailed instructions if the ones on the portal aren't working out for you. But the idea is that you go and you create an account in our tool set. Let's say it's the PAF brain or images or email or what have you. Then when you click on my profile in that new account, it'll ask you for the Open AI API key. And where you get that is that you have to go to openai.com, and you may or may not have an account there yet. If you don't have an OpenAI account, open an account and look specifically for API usage. And there will be a section where they've changed some of the paths through the website, and I'll take some new screenshots and document that in a step-by-step way. But you'll eventually be able to get to a section that says generate API keys. And you can generate as many as you need. And what I like to do is for each account that I've used my API key in, I like to create a new one and name it. And by the way, folks, the API key is how OpenAI keeps track of how much to charge you for your usage of their language models. Now, the advantage of using the API key is that it's a fraction of the cost, not as opposed to say having the ChatGPT Plus account. And I know it's getting already confusing originally, but the bottom line is you create an OpenAI key. You can create one or different ones for each of our tools, and you name it. And as you're creating it, make sure you copy and paste it into a notepad document or something like that, because you want to, the second you see it, you want to grab it so that you don't lose it. And then you come back to our tool and you pop it in there. If anybody wants to offer any specific issues that they've had, please drop that in the chat, and I'll come back and pick up on that. If anybody has any tips as to how to make it go more smoothly, also drop that in there. So originally, now that I thoroughly confused everybody, let's have the rest of our meeting.
What does API stand for? For those of
Okay.
us who don't even know
Yes.
what does it mean?
It's it, each pro they're commonly available now, but back in the day when software was being developed, software was basically a standalone system. And they started developing an application programming interface layer that allowed other programs to interface with your program. And that was called the API. And there were API kits, and there were all these, types of things. But now it's become very popular. And if you've used programs that integrate other programs, that's typically, back in the day, they used to call them middleware. But now these integration programs, such as Zapier, originally you've heard of Zapier, right? You connect programs to each other, and typically that's done through their APIs. So it's an agreed upon standard and way for communication between programs.
Right.
So
So
in
that
this
means,
case, it's basically attaching OpenAI and its billing system and its language models to our tools. That's why there's an API integration there.
now explain this piece also. Because it's OpenAI,
Mm-hmm.
if we use one of our tools and you build a micro or even ChatGPT 4.0 and you build a knowledge base, does
Mm-hmm.
that knowledge base get automatically smarter by itself, or does that stay contained?
So that's a good question. There are different architectural approaches to it. The one that's more commonly used, the answer is it updates itself because it's connected to the OpenAI's model. Let's say it's 4.0, and each time they make an improvement on it, it will reflect through automatically. The opposite of that is a more uncommon usage, but back in the day, this was how things were done. And that's installing on your own machine the LLM, meaning you install it and it's going to be large. So, you install it and all the data and all of the knowledge that it has, and you actually install it in your machine. So, originally, I'm glad you asked this because typically on a computer connected to the internet, we like to use the latest model, right? But then you would say, well, why doesn't it always work that way? Well, think of your car. Like if you have a Tesla, it has an AI on board. That thing, you don't want it to conk out while you're driving because you're going through the tunnel and not getting internet or whatever. So it always has its own onboard version of the AI engine and so forth. So there are times when you want a self-contained AI installation because you don't have access to the internet, or you want to specifically train it within certain parameters that you carefully allow, and you don't let it grow beyond that.
Okay, so I want to do something. I want to do something that we've never done before
Sure.
that only just occurred to me right now to do
Okay,
this.
cool.
Because next week, as you know, we have a very, very big presentation that we're doing to a dental office. And so I wanted to know, and this is the question I want to ask you first,
Mhm.
is can we use prompt creator and then make the sub prompt? In other words, once we put in the prompt creator, which I'll do a demo here in just a second, can we then make the subtext much more complicated than a simple instruction and still use that prompt creator?
When you say the subtext, what is the subtext?
Like when I say you are a research expert with deep expertise in marketing and copywriting, your job is to create new assets for a client, blah, blah, blah. What I'm wondering is it possible to take that to the level of this client wants to blah, blah, blah. In other words, kind of like the more complex prompts that we use. Is there any way that we can combine prompt
Yes.
creator with a sophisticated prompt that goes underneath it to get a bigger, better result?
Yes, but what you should do, and I do this often, so I recommend this because this is my workflow. The way you normally use prompt creator originally, do that first. And then when you evolve to a 10 out of 10 prompt and you run it and it starts coming back, you simply say, thank you. Revise your answer, please, given the following. You are a blah, 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 and all of that complexity that you just mentioned. You then say it there, and it's going to go and revise itself based on your new persona instructions.
Okay, so let's
That's
just
that's
try.
similar to how when you run a question in Perplexity, and it then
Mhm.
gives you new questions. When it gives you new questions or you're refining it, it didn't forget its original question. It's giving you additional information that can leverage the original information.
Okay, so let's do this together. Okay. I'm looking for a specific output. So
Mhm,
the reason why I think this is going to benefit everybody is because what I'm looking to do is stand in front of a room of dentists, and there will be 70 in the room, elite dentists, and
mhm.
blow them out of the water. So this would apply to anybody that is doing something similar in front of any kind of a group. We already know we can blow them out of the water, but could you fry their brain out of the water by being even a little more sophisticated? So I'm going to go into ChatGPT. You see my screen, Gibby?
Yes. Yep.
I kicked off with Prompt Creator. And for those who don't know what Prompt Creator is an instruction to the tool of AI to help AI learn enough about the subject matter before it gives you the prompt, so that then the content is going to be much better. So
So let me just clarify what Ridgely said. It's through an iterative process. It's using its own intelligence to help you create the proper, most useful prompt. So literally, it creates the prompt and it ranks it in an iterative way so that you can get a lot out of the actual prompt that you will then submit.
Okay, so I went and found a dental practice out of the air. Okay, I just grabbed one. And this dental practice is called smilespringfield.com. I guess that's Springfield, Illinois. The website is pretty terrible. Um, so what I'm asking is this, can I write instructions, which obviously I would do ahead of time, that instead of just saying you're a marketing expert, da 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 da, you're going to create assets for Smile Springfield. This is the client's name. The client is looking to figure out how to convert more prospects into patients using limbic messaging, partner-centric copy, patient-centric copy, clear calls to action, and any other edge that could be given to the client. They're looking to create marketing resource. In other words, really create a detailed thing and then go one element at a time in the actual prompts, running the prompts.
Yes,
You
as a matter
follow
of
me?
fact, yes, as a matter of fact, it's similar to what you already do, except that in this very next reply that you're going to send here, you would add some of that in there.
Okay, so let's do this. You are an expert. So for everybody that's watching, this is a way in which you, using these tools, can just fry the mind of a potential client as to how powerful this is. Especially if you're on an initial sales meeting or you're doing a presentation in front of the room. Of course, you could do what I will do, which is to write the prompts ahead of time. So I've got them in a doc and I'm simply cutting and pasting, but you'll get the idea. You are an expert copywriter and marketing consultant. You have been retained by https://smile springfield.com to create multiple marketing assets, including website copy, limbic messaging, um, sales, social media assets, video scripts, and more. The client, and this is the part I was curious about, the client wants the assets to focus on conversion, as in getting more prospects to turn into patients, and is looking for a market edge in this regard. What else could you put in here, QB?
So I would put also, I would take care of the how of the tone and all of that stuff. And so right at the start, it's easier to, make your output helpful, keep the language simple. I mean, that kind of output at the beginning is better than after it's started working.
Make your output helpful,
And keep the
simple.
language simple.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, so I would hit more on the limbic messaging aspect since that's so near and dear to us. Um, you might want to say even things like, by limbic messaging, I mean emotionally based phrases such as you deserve that, I believe that, I mean, all of that stuff.
So let me show everybody how to do that. Base messaging, and you would say that follow the format of open quote, we believe, and open quote, you deserve, close quote, and because something matters, close quote. That's how you would write that particular piece. All right, let's go to work here. See what happens. So we went a little deeper rather than just saying you've been taxed with creating multiple assets, including website copy and social media, right? So let's see what happens here. What does the tool do for us? And here we go. I'm going to say we're going to get a 7.5 or 8. Let's see if I'm right, because this is a new thing. I want to do it in front of everybody, and I'm literally doing it for my own self-serving reasons, as well as teaching everybody how to do this. It's a 6. Look at that. Not even all that great so far. So now what do? We look at Smile Springfield's target audience. Okay, we're going to answer the questions. The target audience is young professionals, affluent people, seniors, retirees. The tone should be warm, humorous, yet professional. I'm just answering the questions. All I'm doing. The unique selling points, and now I'm making this up, include a full practice that can do any type of treatment and a family environment that caters to young and old. I know it's a little bit of a contradiction, but it doesn't matter. Specific goals for the social media assets. The main goal of all assets is to convert, is to attract prospects and convert them into patients. Here we go. What do you think we get to? All right, suggestions include no matter what age, we have the right treatment for you, book your appointment now, etc. 8 out of 10. All right, so now, are there specific promotions we want to include in these assets? Promotions include a complimentary consultation for all that will show you what a smile makeover looks like. Spelling doesn't matter. Primary call to action is book an appointment. for the consultation. And specific focus is on high ticket treatments, such as implants, Invisalign, and cosmetic dentistry. Notice, if everybody's watching, if you've never seen this for the first time, we have not run a prompt yet. We are doing nothing but educating the tool. Now it's going to give us 2 responses here. We're going to take a look at which prompt of the 2 we like and select that. Okay, here we go. You're an expert copywriter and marketing consultant tasked with creating marketing assets for smilespringfield.com, a dental practice targeting young professionals, affluent individuals, seniors, and retirees. The tone should be warm, humorous, yet professional, reflecting the family-friendly environment of the practice. Smile Springfield offers a full range of dental treatments and focuses on high-ticket services like implants, Invisalign, and cosmetic. A key promotion is a complimentary consultation that shows prospects what a smile makeover looks like. The goal is to convert prospects into patients by encouraging them to book a consultation. Assets include website copy, emotionally driven messaging. All content should be optimized for conversion, etc. This is pretty strong. That's a 9 out of 10 on both sides. Let's just pick this since we're doing this as an exercise. We're going to pick this side.
Originally, did those two go away?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, before you do anything, I would copy and paste both of them and set them aside in case they go away. So they just went away. What did you do? You clicked
I
into
just
the
clicked on the second one because I didn't want to take up too much time because we have more to do.
right.
That's all.
Oh, okay.
So now the final questions, we're at a 9. We could take this now if we wanted to. Should we include testimonials? Yes, include testimonials from the website itself, not any that you make up, because we don't want to do that. Any keywords when emphasizing keyword?
Well, I wouldn't say keywords. I would say when discussing high ticket treatments, focus on the self-esteem it can bring and it's more like concepts.
Discussing high ticket. Hold on, can't even see here. High ticket treatments. Focus on self-esteem, confidence, a new look, and include Hollywood smile. Yes, create urgency with an early fall offer. All right, see what we get. Again, for everybody watching, I've spent 15 minutes literally building a prompt. You will see how ridiculous this is once I run the prompt, once we get it to where we want it to be. It is crazy. That's why it's worth spending this time to do that, and any of us can do it. All right, let's see. Here we go. 9.5 out of 10. I'm going to say we run it.
Yes.
Now, I want to watch what we could take it to 10, but just in interest of time, we're going to run this right now. And you're going to see what happens next. The final prompt has been created and run. Let me know if you need any further or if there's anything else you'd like to refine. Please go ahead. Here we go.
That is weird that it's not running the prompt. What is going on?
Okay. Run the prompt now. There we go. Here comes the website.
Now, by the way, that is not normal there. So something is going on with ChatGPT. I wonder if that is related to Dorina's issue that she's having with ChatGPT being stuck.
Look at this. It's giving you limbic messages on each page. We believe a healthy smile is a confident smile. You deserve to look and feel your best every day because your smile matters. Limbic messaging, etc. You deserve a custom treatment, social media post, etc. No. What I want to do now is I'm going to start running my own regular prompts. I'm going to go back in here and we're going to get first limbic prompt. We're going to grab this. Now the tool has been educated, so we're going to go with this. Give me some examples. Here we go. 32 limbic messages. Now we're talking. Now I want you to imagine that you're in front of somebody that has never seen limbic messaging and that suddenly they see this start to show up. It blows them away. We believe a radiant smile opens doors to greater opportunities. We believe that no one should hide their smile. We believe investing in your smile is investing in yourself. You deserve a dental team that treats you like family. You deserve a healthy, beautiful smile that lasts a lifetime. They've never seen anything like this because your smile matters as much as your health, right? This is great stuff. Now, if I'm in front of a group, I'm going to have these prompts teed up and I'm going to say, all right, now which one of these are the best ones? And I'm going to use my prompt instructions to do that and give me some ranking. Because in the conversation, I'm then saying, now we could sit around a table and debate this for hours and hours and figure out who likes what and vote on each of them, or we could simply let the tool do the job and tell us why that particular limbic message is better than the rest. We believe that everyone deserves to experience the power of a beautiful, healthy smile. There we go. We believe a smile can transform your confidence and your life, and so on. And now it's ranking all of the messages, telling us why it likes a particular one over others. You deserve a healthy, beautiful smile that lasts a lifetime. That's great. Of course it is. You deserve a dental team that treats you like family. Now I can go even further. Again, now that the tool has been educated, I can go back into our own library and say, far out, where would you put these messages? We could, in other words, I'm having the conversation with the potential client. Now we could sit there and debate where each one of these messages should go, or we could simply ask AI to do the work for us and sit back for a second and let it kind of go through its process and give us what the tool thinks. Here we go. Homepage. And there you go. There's the limbic message. We believe everyone deserves to experience the power of a beautiful smile. And why? The homepage is the first expression of Smile Springfield, and this message is universal, welcoming, and inclusive. About us. You deserve a dental team that treats you like family. That's beautiful on an About Us page, right? Everybody with me on this? Services page, because your smile matters as much as your health, and why? Cosmetic dentistry page. We picture a world where everyone smiles with complete confidence. In other words, the messages are tailored to the pages at this point.
Yeah, and I want everybody to realize how helpful asking for the rationale behind what it tells you can be. Like knowing why it's telling you what it's telling you and gives you a chance to agree, disagree, tweak it based on that.
Not only that, if you've done the work ahead of time, it's even better because the tool begins to understand, for example, with dental implants, the message, you deserve to feel confident in your appearance, right? What do dental implant patients feel? No confidence. They need new teeth. They need a new face. They need a new thing. So the confidence is lacking. So the message caters to the page if the tool knows enough ahead of time. Invisalign, we believe a smile can transform your confidence and your life. Beautiful, right? Testimonials, because trust matters in choosing the right team. So good. It's so effective to do this using the tool, right? So this is super, super powerful to get this. Then there's a summary at the end and it keeps on going. And now we can say, all right, thanks very much. Start giving us some of the other things that we need. And I'm going to come back in 1 second. Let me do one thing. I'm going to open up Smile Springfield, which I literally found while we were on this call. I have never been there before. And as you can see, classic website, no limbic messaging, no call to action, no patient-centric copy, right? And here is what sets advanced dental apart? Quite a bit. We've assembled a team all about us, all about us, all about us. Terrible. This is terrible. We can't have this kind of copy. So what am I going to do? I am going to go back into my prompt library. I'm going to say partner centric. Okay, great. Now let's put this in here. Partner centric copy, Command C. There we go. Pop it in here. And I need to tweak this a little bit. Now review the copy. Review this copy, which I'm about to insert, and ensure that it's focused on the client. Let's make sure that all the main, and that's it. Hold on, that's all I need. Below the limbic message. Okay, here's the copy. Now I go directly to their website, grab their copy, which we know is terrible, pop this into the tool, and hit go. And now AI will rewrite the copy, and you'll see the difference. So I'm going to quote, you're going to hear this. You're going to feel it when I read it. Here's the old copy. What sets advanced dental care of Springfield apart? Quite a bit. We've assembled a team of caring, compassionate, confident, and competent dental professionals in your area. We love dentistry. We take time to get to know our patients. We are a large and popular practice. All about us. How about this? What sets advanced dental care of Springfield apart? Quite a bit. And it's all about you. Your smile, your health, and your comfort are our priorities. Our team of caring, compassionate, confident dental professionals is here to serve your needs. Whether you're looking for routine care or something more advanced, we're dedicated to helping you achieve a smile that makes you feel great. Completely different feeling, and it was all done by AI. I have not changed a word. This is ridiculous. And when people see this, they're like, wow, that's amazing. How can you do that? Well, because we make it you language that builds trust and connection and shifts the focus to the client or the patient, not to the company itself. I say, okay, great. Now give us, actually, I'll just make it easy on myself and I'll go grab it from my prompt library over here and grab a social media prompt and say, okay, let's give me some social media stuff here. Because I could really work on writing the prompt, or I could just grab one that we already have created for you, and boom, here come 3 long posts, 3 short posts, etc., all done in ridiculously fast time. Right there, post 2, post 3. I'm going to type in, we're just going to have a little bit of fun here. Give me a 1-minute intro video script for the home page that highlights the warm family feeling and introduces the practice. Got all the posts. We already did that. Look how fast this happens. Begins with soft, welcoming music and images of smiling patients of all ages. Welcome to Smile Springfield, where your smile and comfort come first. Here, we believe in more than just dental care. We believe in, notice how it's now using limbic messaging all over the place because the tool has been taught already, right? Now, if I'm doing a presentation, what am I going to do next? I'm going to have some fun with people. And I'm going to say, great, now make it funny with lots of emojis and a tone that would make people smile and laugh, right? Great, here we go. Now watch what I'm about to give you another thing that I just figured out because I'm working really hard on this presentation. Obviously, I will report back to you how it goes, right? And here it says, here we go. Welcome to Smile Springfield, where your smile is our business. And trust us, we take it seriously. Whether you're here for a routine checkup or aiming for that Hollywood smile, we got you covered. But why stop at great dental care when we can throw in some laughs too? Here at Smile Springfield, we promise not to make you juggle your dental health. We'll handle that. Our team is here, blah, 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 even if it's my terrible jokes. Okay, now I'm going to do this. Terrific. Now make the script completely irreverent and have it rhyme like a rap song by Eminem. Right now, obviously, this takes a little bit of practice. And in my past lifetime, I used to do a lot of rapping. So I can actually pull this off and do it. And so it sounds something like this. You're welcome to Smile Springfield. Let's get it clear. Where your teeth get respect. Yeah, we're the top tier. You want clean? We got clean. Implants that gleam will make your smile pop like it's fresh out of dream. We ain't your average doc now. We're kind of wild. Got Invisalign veneers, keeping every tooth styled. You walk in looking shy, leaving smiling wide, because we're bringing that Hollywood to the east side. We got jokes, got care, we got the right flair. When it comes to your teeth, man, nobody compares. You're not just a patient, nah, you're a fam. That's the deal. So book the consultation. We keep it all real. Yo, whether you're 5 or 95, we keep that smile fresh and alive. So don't delay. Hit us up today. We'll make your grin shine in the dopest way. Word. Right? Now, obviously, that takes a little bit of skill to do that. But here's the great part. When I'm in front of that room and I'm doing this live with a doctor that somebody's going to pick from the audience in real time, I'm then going to say, now, Dr. Hubert, imagine that you're trying to do a little bit of community outreach. And because of AI, you could write a new rap song every month, every quarter, however often you want. Think of the people that are out there. They might not need your services right now, but do you think they would watch the rap song from the Dr. Hubert? Not just yeah, but hell yeah, they would. Run a test. Ask the question. People would say, even if I don't need Invisalign, I want to watch that rap song. That's hilarious. And suddenly you become a different kind of doc that is more interesting, more on point, etc. Think of what the conversions are going to be. I will report back to you with what my results are, but wanted to show you how to take the tool and kick it up to a whole nother notch when you're getting in front of an audience of one or an audience of many to convert more people into clients for your business. Hubert.
That's great, Richly. That's wonderful. Keep your screen share up. Can you go to a new tab? I have something new I want you to try in this context. And this is
Okay.
an announcement for everybody. Go to app.partnerattraction. Yep. Yep, this is it here.
Okay, that's it.
Yep. And then log in.
PAF Brain.
Okay, now go back in another tab, go back to the Springfield site.
Okay.
Click on, let's go to About Us. Let's look for like a team type of page or something.
This is the team type page about us. Okay. Meet the team.
Yep. Okay. Now copy that first paragraph. Let's say we want to punch it up and make it limbic. Okay, so copy that. Now go back to our PAF brain. Now flip from URL to text. Paste in that text that you want to punch up. Leave the model where it is, 4.0, and then under select task, click it and scroll down. You'll see a new one that I just put in called punch up my text.
Okay, where is that? Punch up my text. You have so many tools in here, Hubert. Oh,
There you
there
go,
it is.
right there. Punch up my text and hit submit. All right, now you can judge the before and after. Our team, blah, 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 blah.
Versus at Advanced Dental Care, you deserve the best, and that starts with our team. We're more than just da-da-da. We believe in answering every question, ready to meet the team that puts you first. Read on to discover the friendly faces. So much better than
Now
this.
here's another trick. Click if you like this one, you copy and paste it, but then you can just leave it loaded here again, and then just hit submit again, and you get another version. So Rich, just hit submit again, and just keep hitting submit until you get one you like.
Meet our team. Okay. All right, cool. So anyway, any questions come up? I could not pay attention to the chat at all.
Well,
Hubert, I'm
we
gonna
had
bring up Mike
yeah.
here.
I want to recognize that Wendy had her hand up for a bit. So Wendy, if you still have your question, please let us know. We could bring you on.
You'd be on Mike too, right?
Yes, and we definitely need to get to Mike.
All right, I'm bringing Mike up right now. Again, just want to show everybody how far ahead you can put yourself of the competition by using a combination of the tools and AI. Mike, how you doing, my
And
man?
also,
Working
hey
hard.
Mike, hey Mike.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Also, before we start with Mike, I just also want to mention to everybody. So what Ridgely did manually in ChatGPT is, in essence, some of the hard work that goes behind some of our tools. Where our tools, you click a button, but that's because this type of approach has all been put into there. And Ridgely showed you a way where, without our proprietary tools, you can certainly do something similar just using straight up ChatGPT.
All right, so talk to us, Mike. Tell us what you've been up to, man. You've been working away.
Yeah, so much for a holiday weekend, right?
That's great. Just to set the stage for those people that didn't see Mike on our last hot seat, let me give a small brief, Mike, and then you can kind of like tell us where you took everything. So
Okay.
Mike was showing us his website and mentioned that the current website is largely based around a certain business offering that Mike has. And there was a small, less than 1% of it was targeting towards a new business venture that Mike had the idea of. And during that same call, we kind of demonstrated a couple of things. We shared with Mike beta access to an offers tool that let him generate some stuff. And so I'll let Mike tell the story of how he came to show Ridgely and I what he's done. And we said, dude, you got to get on the hot seat to get everybody all excited. So Mike, take it away.
Thanks, Hubert. I appreciate it. So I don't know if we want to show any of this. We'd have to either
Sure.
share my screen or have you pull it up or something. But I'll give you kind of just a quick background on this to make some notes. So uh, last week, of course, we went through our current website, and I have a company called Mobile Video 360. We do video production. We help with creating content and messaging. But I do a lot, and I've been moving into kind of the e-learning space, and I've got uh, a long background in doing training, whether it's employees and clients and stuff like that. About 10 years ago, I wrote the book called Rise Above the Cloud with Digital Marketing, which we took to a Amazon bestseller in all of our categories. It was really cool. It was a lot of fun. Needs to be updated. Took me, what, 3 months to write this book. And I just finished an ebook, by the way, today. It took me an hour and a half, but we won't go there.
Exactly.
So what my idea was is I really, I'm heavily immersed into AI. I've done a lot of work with AI, even before, generative AI. I mean, I've worked with a lot of apps and stuff in a tech company that I had for a number of years. But I really wanted to create a portal, membership site that, clients, small business people, entrepreneurs could join. That would be affordable, and that we would teach them kind of uh, real life skills on how to work with AI, how to create good content, how to do proper prompting, and review and recommend different apps and things like that based on the needs of our members. So I had the idea, and last week when you guys went over all this stuff, it's just like the light bulbs went off, fireworks went off. I said, "Damn!" I said, "This is something that I really could work with." I mean, this is like the missing piece of the puzzle that I really needed to kind of jumpstart and get this going. So, starting with the offer, basically, that you gave me beta access to, offers for partner attraction formula. I I put together, a prompt basically explaining sort of the concept that I wanted to do. The name that I came up with was Learning Academy AI, and I own the names now, URLs and things for that. So that's half the challenge, is finding a name that's, I think originally talked about that last time a little bit.
Hmm.
Trying to find good names and, not wanting to spend a fortune to buy it from somebody. But anyway, so we got Learning Academy AI. And so I ran that, and that was the first step. That came up with some great material. But after that, I kind of went down through a workflow, through a process to really refine this. Ultimately, I created a website. It's not live yet, not active, but it's I've got a lot in there right now, which is called learningacademy.ai. And so we use Ridgely's prompt creator library that he just went over. And so to help create some Limbic messaging, to help develop the new website content. So I did that. And then I used perplexity.ai to analyze the business model. I said, okay, I want to make sure that I'm not like totally delusional here, that there's actually a market for these things and that I'm on the right track. So I put that through perplexity.ai to analyze what the material was that offer and Ridgely's prompting results came up with. That gave me some additional ideas and some additional questions and things which I looked through. And then I noticed you use on your platform Groove. I actually am a new member of Groove. I joined a couple months ago. I've known Mike Filsami for about 10 years in products that he did way back when I wrote that book originally on digital marketing. So I kind of went in there, used a few of his tools, but basically to create a features and benefits section, because I knew I needed a good features and benefits section. And I can't remember, you guys probably tell me if some of your tools actually created the features and benefit for the website. I don't remember if it did that, but I did a couple of different solutions just to see what it came up with, so I kind of picked the best. And
Well, we
then
want to see the staging site, man. I mean, you can't just like keep us in the dark over here. Share your screen. Yeah, come on, man. Share
okay,
your
okay, okay. So I want to give you a little bit of background, but let me show you kind of where we're at. So taking all that, let's see, share. Let's see here. I think this is okay. I think you can see my screen. Let me.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay, so I'm going to pull this up now. Hold on one sec. And let me close out something here. So I've got so much stuff up in here. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Now, when I pulled it up, Mike, I noticed that you had done a video right away already. So originally, there's a
the
video and
video is
everything.
not done. It's sort of just a placeholder in there that I
Okay.
shot. Having a video production business, it makes it really easy. So now there's a pop-up that actually comes up. I'm not going to play this right now. It's a couple minutes long, but I'll close that. But it actually
By
pops
the way,
up.
the logo is excellent too, by the way. I thought that logo was excellent.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I looked for some stock art and I kind of played around with it a little bit. I've got a little bit of design skills, so that came out pretty good. So I appreciate that. So I have a platform called Learn Worlds that I work with. I used to use Kajabi. Matter of fact, I was a founding member of Kajabi for a lot. Those of you who've never heard of that, it's a really good platform and certainly would recommend it. But I've been working with it's called a learning management system in LMS called Learn World. So it has a complete website designer in there. So I was working with that. So basically, the homepage, and I pulled up some graphics. Some were AI generated, some were just from stock libraries. Oops. But I want to show you something on this pop-up. I used some limbic messaging in here when my video pops up. We believe learning AI should be empowering, not intimidating. And then you deserve AI training that's practical, relevant, and easy to follow. So that's a little pop-up that comes up. And we basically talk about what this is. You deserve, again, limbic messaging. You
Well,
deserve.
let me jump in there real quick, because
Sure.
you kind of want to flip the sides of that. You want to put the limbic message to be first and center, because you want somebody nodding their head first, Mike. So
Okay.
you want something, you deserve expert guidance to simplify your journey into AI. That's right. I do deserve expert guidance. Now I want to read the rest. So the order is always think in terms of put your limbic message first. So you get somebody going like this, nodding their head in your favor, and then the how you go about that.
Okay. So, I mean, as far as the headline, unlock the power of AI. So you're saying use that as the headline?
I would switch it around. You deserve to. We believe in unlocking the power of AI, or we believe you can unlock the power of AI.
Okay, I got you.
Something that gets them going in your direction before you go any further.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. All right. Good, thank you. So we have an overview to them, and I've got a few pages in here. Again, I don't want to take a ton of time, but you guys can look at this. It's out there. It's not membership's not live yet because I'll probably launch it during the fall. But so this is some of the benefits, obviously, that that we provide, in interviews and different skill sets, what we offer. And so we have a section here. Again, this is all was generated by these tools. So what we offer is what we're offering them, who the offer is for, what you will gain. And so we do some things there. And then, we tell them become proficient, master. Again, the sort of, what we're going to do for them. Can I help you? And then, it kind of goes into some about signing up. But where it's important is a couple of things. One is to get into like about us. So I also had
ridiculous. You got this done in like 3 days, bro. I mean, that's great.
Yeah, I know. It blows my mind, man. I've been thinking about this for like 2 years, and it just took the right. You guys are my heroes. I have to tell you because it really just kind of all came together. I also use ChatGPT. So I took again once you have that material that Ridgely and Hubert's tools provide, I use that then back in ChatGPT to ask them to have it create some specific things that I wanted. For example, I wanted a mission statement and I wanted a values statement. So, our mission is our mission statement. And again, I probably can massage this a little bit more. Our values.
Oh, you can always do that because, and this for everybody, didn't mean to interrupt you. You want things to feel right because that's the one thing that AI doesn't do well is context. The human element, and especially with your graphic abilities and video abilities, Mike, you can look at things and say, does that feel right to me? And we can see things. Oh no, there should be a gap there, or we should have a something. That AI does not do very well yet. So always you want to take what the AI output and then put it through the limbic feeling space in yourself and say, does this feel right to me? That's why I can do something like I did with a Smile Springfield all day long. But if I was sitting there with those docs from that practice, I would say to them, now, this is great, but it's not as good as it could be. It could be much better if you were involved putting in your feeling about what you know, and that AI can't do for you. Just a quick
Yeah, Everett, I appreciate that. And there's always a reality check on these things. I've worked with ChatGPT. I think since the moment it was released, I was up at midnight every night playing around with it. I was writing rap songs. I was writing poems. I was doing all kind of, jingles. Nice. I was sending them to people, and people were like, "What the heck? How did you do this?" So it definitely is crazy. Yeah, once I get all this, and I wanted to kind of get this all together, and then as I go back at it before I bring this out to the public, obviously, I'm going to go in and tweak, and I've already been tweaking, looking at things. Like, for example, on value statement, I want to make sure that it incorporated limbic messaging. So, we believe, and I wanted to put in accessibility, we believe AI education should be accessible and affordable to all. So we build a supportive community, so I wanted to make sure that I go back and whatever it came up with, and I put it through, again, some additional prompting to make sure that it came up with emotional limbic messaging, on some of these things. So that is.
Leave that there for a second, if you don't mind. Let me grab something. I want to grab this real quick. Nope, I can't. That's okay. Never mind. Just not. You might want to anything that has a lot of we, us, me, I. Run it through PAF Brain using the prompt, make it partner-centric copy and see what it
Yeah, I
comes
did
up.
not do that yet. You showed that, and I thought about that. I should probably gonna go back and do that. I think
Yeah,
I
for sure. You want to do that.
okay. Let me just make a quick note. Okay. S- So yeah, so we'll go back. So this is generation one, version one.
Yep.
But no, that's and I appreciate the feedback that I'm getting here. Um, again, a kind of recap of features and things like that, partnerships, and then I have a meet the instructor. And by the way, I had it rewrite my bio.
Mm.
So I came back and said, okay, my bio is kind of long. I took it from my old website. I said, make it a little bit shorter, make an emphasis on this, and I'm still going to work with this a little bit more.
And run that through partner-centric copy also.
Okay, got it. All
Super
right.
important.
All right, so that is that. And then let's see, just real quick, a couple things. Okay, now this is yeah, now this is I don't need to look at this one. So this
Very
one
good.
it did recommend and that offers and in your offers PAF, it did recommend some different types of programs. I tweaked this based on what I thought I wanted to do. I don't, this isn't set in stone yet, but we'll probably do some kind of a thing where we give a special launch. There's a issue of things of bonuses and stuff like that, which, I haven't incorporated into this yet, but so we do have the pricing and we have the right plan for you and that kind of thing.
Mhm.
I've got some, I have 5-star reviews in my other business. And so I took the ones that weren't, you know, definitely talking about the photography and the drone work and the video stuff and try to make it a little bit more generic and using some of these are friends of mine that are okay with this, to give some testimonials. And then I had it write frequently asked questions, which it did an incredible job, I have to say, in, these are the questions that may come up based on everything that I gave it. Again, that what came out of the offers and the PAF brain analysis. And so, and it gave me some good content to use for FAQs. So that's kind of what we use for the website. And, and then of course there's video scripts and all that other stuff. So I'm still working through things. Yeah, let me close this. Right now that comes up every time you go back to the home page, probably gets annoying. So I'll have to think about that one.
Yeah. So pretty phenomenal. If you guys think about that AI enables what Mike did in literally a few days, what would have taken a team weeks and weeks. Hubert, what are your thoughts? Obviously, there's a lot that can be tweaked and improved upon, and obviously we can look at that later. But the effort that you did here, Mike, is fantastic.
Yeah, no, taking action as you did, Mike, is incredible. It's to be congratulated. That's why I wanted you on here, because I think this is an inspiration to people, because just taking fast action is what it's all about. I do want to share my screen and point out a couple of suggestions, also a learning point as we wrap up here. I just want to can you stop your screen share, Mike? And then
I'm trying to, where did my, oh, there it goes. Okay. Sorry, it closed all my screens on me.
Okay.
Where did it?
Let's see. Or Rich, can you grab it back?
Yeah, it's not showing that I'm sharing.
Okay, we'll have Rich Lee grab it back and then I'll share mine. But great job, Mike.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Then,
All right, go,
okay,
Kiwi.
great. Now let me share mine.
And bring it back, bring new iterations. I mean, we can take a look at stuff,
Yeah.
and so someone can see. I mean, considering that we didn't even know each other 3 weeks ago, that's pretty impressive what you've done there, my friend.
Now, I just as a teaching moment, I just wanted to show this in case anybody ever gets this message here. So I took learningacademy.ai, I put it in the URL here, and I wanted to run it against the ADA framework, and I hit submit, and it came across this, which means that Mike has the blocking search engines setting on, right? Which means that it won't work. And then it'll tell you what to do, though. It'll say, copy the text and put it in. And so what I did was then flip this down to enter text. And then I did a text grab and I took the bullets. I took it copied everything on the homepage and I ran it through here. And so I just also wanted to point out the value of after you draft your draft to then come through and pick various different tools here, such as the ADA framework, attention, interest, and so forth, and kind of look through some of the verbiage here, and if you see things that you like, use that as an iteration, right? And so we have plenty of tools here. The idea is to just let the whole thing morph into your ultimate creation. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out.
It's great. Yeah, I did started running it through some of the brain apps, and yeah, and it does. What's great about it is it kind of gives you a little bit different version, a little different context sometimes on these things. And so you look at them, you say, okay, I like this one better, or I like this one better, and it's just more refined. So I think my experience with this has been did start off with it, and then run it through some of these tools, and look at it and say, okay, version 1, version 2, version 3, which one do I like the best? And you tweak, and you just go back and tweak, and and eventually, you kind of get it to where you want it to be. And I'm really happy the direction that this is going. And again, I appreciate input from you guys. So I will keep you posted. I'm hoping that I'll be able to launch this in the fall. Now I'm
Nice.
working on content for the portal. So
Yeah, and for
So
everybody that's
very
listening,
inspiring.
I want to share something that is important to note. We are all about an abundance mentality, right? If you can use our tools to help run your agency, it's never a feeling of competition with us. We celebrate that. That's like having our own students or mentees participate and take their work out into the world. So don't anybody ever feel funny about that at all. We want you to do that. As most of you know, if you've been with us for a while, our primary business is taking care of dentists and banks. We do AI stuff so that we can take care of dentists and banks and make sure we stay on the cutting edge and give you all amazing tools. So please take our tools, create your own agency, just like Mike is doing. Use those tools, white label us if you want to, so that you can really take advantage of what's out there, because part of it is things are moving so fast and there's so much to take in that it's almost hard to know where to even start. And I think a lot of us get into that, there's so, no, man, just bring your questions over here. Do what Mike did. He did a great job. He just jumped in and started doing stuff. And then Hewitt and Ridgely are available, as we are for all of you. So congratulations, Mike. And please, others, do the same thing. There really is an opportunity to help businesses out there with the skills that you have, combined with tools that are available to you. So it's a great combination. Hubert?
Yep, great. Okay, so Ridgely, why don't we tell the good folks what we're doing next week? I believe you will be away, and so it'll be up to me and my usual hijinks.
That's right. That's right. When is our mastermind next week?
Let
I'm
me
not
take a
sure.
look. And you're going to be away doing what you were saying that you were going to do. You're going to be talking to the dentist.
I'm going to be with a bunch of dentists. Yes. So hang
So let
on.
me tell the folks, let me tell the good folks when it is. It looks like it will be next Thursday, the 12th at 4 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
Okay, now, since we had such a great joke last time with Mike on Ridgely, I did my research. This might be a little highbrow, but Mike, Ridge, what does Alexander the Great and Winnie the Pooh, what do they have in common? I know you're learned men, highly, some might say overly educated, but what do Alexander the Great and Winnie the Pooh have in common?
What?
They share the same middle name.
Uh, that's
All right.
terrible. Okay.
No,
That was
if
bad.
that's okay, if that's too highbrow for you, let's go a little simpler. Okay, Ridgely, knock knock,
Who's there?
banana,
Banana who?
knock knock,
Who's there?
banana,
Banana who?
knock knock,
Who's there?
orange.
Orange who?
Aren't you glad I didn't say banana?
Get out of here, man. Okay.
Plenty more where that came from, folks. Tune in next week.
Okay. All right, everybody. Have a great week. Have a great time next week. And I will report back with results from my conference. You will see, you've kind of seen what I'm going to do there, in addition to a bunch of other stuff. So I'll let you know how it goes. All right,
Great.
Mike, thanks again for
Thanks, Mike. Very
participating with us.
inspiring.
Appreciate you. And we'll see you all later. Bye, everybody. Ciao for now.